Welcome to Hef's Beer Reviews, day 18 of the Beer Cartel Christmas Advent Calendar for 2021. And today we've got a beer from Modus Operandi up at Motorvale on Sydney's Northern Beaches. Had a few of their beers before, and certainly if you're in the Sydney area, you're likely to find them in some of the major outlets, Dan Murphy's especially. And if you're on the Northern Beaches, it's right near the Motorvale pub and a stone's throw from Motorvale Golf Club, which in my opinion is one of the best public courses, at least on the north side of Sydney. So if you're ever in town and you like a hit, I would highly recommend that you give Motorvale a go. And I actually got married at that golf club, interestingly enough. So I do quite like some of the beers from Modus Operandi that I've tried. This one looks really interesting. It's a Belgian white Hazy IPA. Now I do like my wheat beers. Whale Ale from Murray's at Port Stephens, just north of Newcastle in New South Wales, is a really nice American wheat beer that I like. I also love my Hefeweizens, and one of the local breweries down here does a pretty good white beer. So mixed with a Hazy IPA, 7%, 2.1 standard drinks. So it looks a little bit darker on camera, but it's a light straw colour. It really is quite light. It does have a little bit of a haze to it, and it did pour with a big fluffy white head, which obviously has dissipated somewhat. Let's get the aroma. Okay. Smells interesting. So, I mean, I guess what I'm expecting is some of the typical yeast characteristics that you get in a white beer. So, citrus, orange, coriander, spice type aromas. Definitely getting the orange, and then also expecting some tropical fruit from the Hazy IPA aspect. Doesn't say what hops they've used. Let's see how it tastes. Cheers. Okay. Medium body. It is quite soft in the mouth, as you'd expect from a wheat beer. And yeah, plenty going on with the taste. Don't think it would be for everyone, but I'm pretty positive after that first sip. Can't tell that it's 7%. Okay. Moderate amount of bitterness coming through there, and the flavour. The flavours that I'm getting are similar to the aromas, which is what I expected. It is an interesting combination between the two different styles that they've merged together. So there's some definite Belgian white, some yeast characteristics with some orange and some spice, but there's also a little bit of tropical fruit making its way through there. I think the orange and the spice is probably a little bit stronger, a little bit more prominent. It's been a hot day here, 30 odd degrees. It's pretty refreshing, going down pretty well for a 7% beer. Maybe now 3 or 4 sips in, there's just a hint of alcohol warmth, but really it's for 7%, it's barely noticeable. I'm enjoying the flavours. I'm enjoying the merging of the two styles. I am still at 7%, finding it quite refreshing and quite easy to drink. I do like it. I guess if I'm looking for any reason not to give it a 5, I mean, for this style, I'd probably be happy with the ABV just toned back a little bit. It would be nicer to have it a little bit closer to that sessionable kind of ABV, but I'm impressed. It's a really nice beer. I'm certainly going to enjoy drinking the rest of it, and I will happily give it a very solid 4 out of 5.